Angel's mother always knew that other children would be scared of her daughter. She'd seen people stare. To protect their daughter, Cypress Salone and her husband Dale mostly kept Angel at home to play with her siblings and cousins. But then one day, the inevitable happened. A 4-year-old boy approached Angel while the family were out and shouted at her, "Monster!" Angel did not flinch. She just patted him on the shoulder and said, "Hi." 4 years ago, Angel, or Pressy as she's also known, was born in a public hospital in the Philippines. Cypress remembers an ominous silence after her fourth child was born. Angel did not cry like her other babies, and she was immediately whisked away to another hospital for treatment. A doctor explained to Cypress that something was wrong, but it wasn't until she met her baby 5 days later that Cypress realized how bad things were. "When I saw her for the first time, I cried a lot," Cypress said. "I cried every moment I looked at her, and I blamed myself for her condition." A doctor diagnosed Angel with encephalocele, a brain hernia that occurs when the skull and tissue surrounding the brain don't close up normally in the womb. Doctors don't know what causes it, but the problem is common in Southeast Asia. These hernias can occur at the front, side, or back of the head, and depending on the severity, can include a small or large amount of the baby's brain, causing damage and functional problems. When Angel was 4 months old, her parents raised about $5,500 to pay for surgery in the Philippines to make sure the hernia was separated from the brain and sealed off. This would help prevent her brain from spilling into the hernia and causing trouble. The surgery was successful and Angel seemed to develop without brain damage, but the hernia was still covering most of her left eye and squashing her nose, making it harder for her to run freely and play and breathe and sleep like other children. She would often hold the lump up or move it from side to side so she could see, a hindrance when trying to play with both hands. At night, sometimes she couldn't sleep on her back because it blocked her breathing. Cypress says Angel knew other children were scared of her, but she remained open and friendly. Cypress and Dale live in Kinogitan, a small fishing village and farming village on the coast. Cypress works for the government on a basic wage, and Dale spends most of his time caring for their children. They run a little shop from their home. Cypress says they couldn't afford to pay another $8,000 for Angel's hernia to be removed, so she searched the internet for information about her condition to see what more could be done. One day she found a story about a 12-year-old Filipino boy who received a charitable operation in the US. She fired off emails to the hospital where it was done, and they referred her to Interplast, a group of Australian and New Zealand surgeons who donated their work to people needing surgery in the Asia-Pacific region. Interplast told Cypress to take Angel to one of their doctors who was visiting a city 2 hours from where they live. The doctor connected them with the Child First Foundation to see if they could bring Angel to Australia for the procedure. The group agreed. They paid to fly Angel and her father Dale to Australia and convinced the craniofacial unit at Adelaide Women's and Children's Hospital to do the procedure in September. When the pair arrived in August, Foundation staff collected them from the airport and took them to their Kilmore farm, which is currently caring for 10 other children from nearby countries. The foundation provided them with warm clothes and welcomed them into their house, which is affectionately known as the Fat Farm, because children often need high-calorie food to fatten them up for their medical treatments. After the operation, Angel and Dale returned to the Kilmore farm so she could recover. In late September, they flew home to reunite with the rest of the family, who were thrilled to see them. While Angel still looks different to other children, Cypress and Dale say they're extremely grateful for the help she's received. They feel more optimistic about her future. When she got home, they were so pleased with her new face, they took her to their local church for the first time. Last week, they threw a birthday party on November 5th and invited more people than they used to. "We celebrated it with children in our neighborhood and other relatives," Cypress says. "She was so happy."